All right, let's talk about something that happens to us all the time, but we probably never really think about it. We're going to pull back the curtain on a little piece of everyday magic, how a simple email invitation seems to just know how to land on your calendar. It feels seamless, but it's all powered by this incredible, invisible factory working at unbelievable speed. I mean, seriously, have you ever stopped to wonder? You get an email for a meeting, you click one button, and bam, it's right there in your schedule. It's not like there are tiny elves inside your phone doing it for you. So, how does that actually happen? That's the exact mystery we're going to solve right now. So, here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll look at the mystery itself. Then, we'll go behind the scenes to meet the team in what we're calling the digital sorting office. We'll follow an email's epic journey, see how the system makes crucial decisions, and finally, we'll ask what happens when things go wrong. Okay, let's dive right in. Section 1, the calendar invite mystery, taking us from your inbox to real scheduled action. You know the drill. You get the email, you click yes, and boom, it's on your calendar. It feels so simple, it's almost trivial. But what's really going on behind that one little click is this huge, fully automated system, kind of like a digital assembly line, that's working completely out of sight. Okay, so who's running this whole operation? Let's go meet the team that makes this all possible. We're heading inside the digital sorting office. So, the boss, the head honcho of this whole thing, is the Calendar Invite Server, or CIS for short. You can just think of it as our digital postmaster. Its one and only job is to catch and process every single event-related email that comes through the door. Now, this postmaster isn't working alone. Oh no, it has a whole automated team of specialized services. Imagine this. An email first lands in the mail bin, that's Amazon S3, then it gets placed on a conveyor belt, that's Amazon SQS, which lines it up neatly. A super fast sorter, which is AWS Lambda, grabs it, reads it, and figures out what to do. And finally, a messenger, Amazon SNS, zips it off to the right department. It's a perfect high-speed factory line. Okay, so we've met the crew. Now let's follow one single email on its crazy fast, split-second journey through this sorting office. This is where the magic really starts to happen. This whole journey breaks down into 4 key steps. First, there's the trigger. That's just the email arriving. Then, the system has to extract all the important information. After that, it needs to process the request, figure out what to do with it. And finally, there's a quick cleanup to keep everything tidy for the next one. So you might be wondering, how does the system actually read the email? Well, it's looking for a special standardized format called ICAO. Think of it like a secret instruction manual that's tucked inside the email itself. It's got all the details, who, what, where, when, but most importantly, it contains one single keyword that is the key to this entire operation. And that brings us to the most critical moment in the whole process, the moment of decision. How does our little sorter, that Lambda function, know if it's supposed to create a brand new event, change one that's already there, or just delete it from your calendar entirely? You'd think it would be super complicated, but it's actually incredibly simple and elegant. The system doesn't have to guess. That iCal data we were just talking about contains one specific command word. The source material calls it a method. And that single word tells the system exactly what its job is. So if that keyword, that method, is request, well, that means make a new event. Simple as that. And if the method says update, you guessed it, the system knows to go find an existing event and just modify the details. And of course, if the method is cancel, the instruction is crystal clear. Get this thing off the calendar. So once our sorter knows its mission, the messenger, that's SNS, takes over and makes sure the job goes to the right department. A request goes to the new event department, an update goes to the update team, and a cancel goes straight to the cancellation desk, perfectly sorted every single time. But, this is the real world, and things don't always go perfectly. So what happens if something goes wrong? Does the whole factory just grind to a halt? Nope. It has a built-in safety net. It's a really important question, right? What if the instructions in the email are just garbled? Or what if there's a technical glitch somewhere on the assembly line? Well, don't worry. The system is designed to handle exactly that. Basically, there are 2 main ways things can go sideways. First, you could have an invalid request, which means the email itself is just confusing or wrong. Or, second, you could have a processing failure, which is more of an internal technical hiccup in the machinery. And the system is really smart about how it handles these 2 different problems. For an invalid request, like if that magic keyword is missing, it just sends a notification back to the original sender saying, hey, I don't understand this. But for an internal processing failure, the task just stays right there on the conveyor belt to be automatically tried again. That way, nothing gets lost. And that brings us to the final crucial step, cleanup. As soon as a task is successfully completed, it's immediately deleted from the queue. This is super important because it prevents the same event from accidentally being created or updated twice. It keeps the whole process efficient and accurate. So let's run through that one last time real quick. An email hits the mail bin. The sorter reads its mission, request, update, or cancel. The messenger routes the task to the right department, and once the job is done, the conveyor belt is cleared for the next one. And all of that happens in less time than it takes to blink. And there you have it. It really kind of makes you see things differently, doesn't it? The next time you click yes on a calendar invite, you'll know all about this incredible invisible factory whirring away behind the scenes. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. What other little bits of magic in your daily life are being powered by a hidden factory just like this one? Thanks for tuning in.